Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another video. I'm gonna try to make a video real quick for you guys while I'm out walking with my dog. I got the 35mm 7Artisans f1.2 lens. I think this lens costs 150 bucks brand new. I love the way it looks on this camera. If you guys kind of see the aesthetic that it's got going right there, it just kind of gives me this Leica-ish vibe with their small M lenses. But I want to walk around the block. I'm gonna walk my dog. I'm gonna be with my son and take a few pictures to show you guys what this lens looks like. I'm hitting the microphone, and give some thoughts around it. It's a couple at f8, couple at f1.2 to show you the bokeh. I'm shooting this in classic chrome with my custom recipe, which is white balance, red +1, blue -3, shadows, I think +1, highlights +1, sharpness -3. So that's my setting. So it is going to be an in-camera JPEG process. But anyways, nonetheless, let's go for a quick walk and we'll review this lens. All right, first shot is going to be of this building right here. This will be the first test at f8. Let's see how that looks. All right, so I just took a quick photo of that at f8 infinity focus. I'll zoom in on the picture in post so you guys can kind of see, but I think sharpness overall is pretty good in this lens. If you're stopped down in aperture, no problem there. The next thing I want to take a picture of is just for bokeh. I'll do it at f1.2 of this little Tonka logo right here on my son's bike. So let's take a look at that f1.2. We'll pay attention to the blur in the background and see how that looks. Oh geez.
What happened? Did your camera die?
Yeah, almost, buddy. I dropped it. Hopefully it's okay. Well, I just dropped my ZV-1 because my dog pulled me. Luckily, I think it landed on the Rode mic on top. I'm looking at the body right now. Yeah, I don't see any damage whatsoever to the camera, so lucky there. But so we're trying to do three things at once. It's a little rough. All right, next, let's see if I can shoot something in the sky and get chromatic aberration, see how that looks. All right, so the thing about this lens is it's super small, super lightweight. I'll put some specs up here on the screen as I'm talking, because I don't know them off the top of my head. But it's actually a really good value lens, I think, for the system, and I think it's something a lot of fun to play with. I like shooting with a lot. Just the feel and the vibe of the lens is really cool. I actually recommend this quite a bit. I mean, obviously for sports and autofocus and that kind of thing, it's not going to work. But for just screwing around, it's actually a really, really cool lens to play around with. It's really, really small. The aperture is clickless, so if you don't like knowing if you're spinning your aperture, this might not be the lens for you. But it is a clickless aperture, so there's that. I guess for video, if you're into video, it might be a good thing, I suppose. The focus ring itself, if you guys see this right, there's gunshots going off right here. If you guys see this, it has like ribs on it, which I actually like. It's kind of got these little notches, which makes grabbing the focus ring super simple and easy to work with. So I like that a lot. And turning the focus ring is smooth. It's consistent. It's not a problem like some lenses where they get super hard and tight to do. This is actually very easy to turn. So I actually recommend this lens. I'll go around and shoot a few more photos for you guys, and we'll see what the pictures look like. All right, that might have been the worst review I've ever done in my life. Luckily, my ZV-1 is perfectly fine. It dropped and then I saved it with my foot, and when it flipped over, it landed on this little Joby mini tripod that I have to the bottom of it, and then it landed on top of the microphone. So the camera body is perfectly fine, no problem there. Anyways, this lens, just to get to the point, it is small, it's beautiful. Let me see, put on product showcase. Is it on? There we go. All right, it is small, it's beautiful, it's made out of full metal, it's got easy to grab focusing ring. You know, it makes this X Pro 2 kind of feel like an old camera. And I'll say from a optical performance standpoint, from f1.2 to f2, it's fairly soft, wide open, but it's not bad. It's kind of like got this vintage lens look that I like. It's got some character. I'll put some pictures up I took at f1.2 of my buddy Ryan in Detroit a couple days ago. I'll put those up right now so you guys can see those. The other thing is that the bokeh on this has kind of got this crazy swirly bokeh as it gets to the edges. I don't know if you guys saw that in some of the pictures, but it's got this kind of crazy bokeh to it. The bokeh balls are nice and round. Unlike the 35 f1.4 Fuji lens, which has those cat eye bokeh a little bit. I don't really care about that so much, to be honest with you guys. But the bottom line, this lens for 150 bucks, if you don't mind manually focusing, it's a no-brainer. Now, obviously, the manual focus experience is going to be different based on the camera you're shooting with. I shoot this on an XE2 and an X Pro 2, and I just use the standard manual focus assist, not what's it called? The focus peaking. I don't use that. And I nail focus most of the time. Some of these were not, focus was not nailed in some of these shots I showed you, but they're pretty close. Anyways, this lens for 150 bucks is a no-brainer. Everything on mine works really, really well. From f2 forward, it's actually really, really sharp. So you can't go wrong there. So long story short, if you have 150 bucks to burn, you want to screw around with a native X-mount Fuji X-mount third-party lens that's fast and just has some really good character and image quality. I recommend this for sure. This is a fun lens to play with. So, all right, guys, see you next time. Thank you, and thank God my Sony's okay. Okay, see ya, bye.